Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a tactics talk on a Sunday morning loaded into Sacred Valley in my T-49, bottom tier of a two-tier battle in my little light tank scout. You know, the topic of how to win in World of Tanks has many and varied answers. I think for the most part everyone would agree that if you did more damage then you're probably doing the right thing towards winning, although it can be empty damage as well. However, there are the intangibles, the things that you can do to help your team win that may not include doing damage. And that's what this one is going to be about. We're going to call this one Be an Enabler. Be an Enabler. So for this map, you can see a bunch of the lights are heading down to the southeast corner. We've got some of the heavies moving up to the northwest corner, which is pretty standard. And our team has pushed not very much at all, actually nothing right now, towards the middle, which does need to be looked at on occasion. We can see that we've already got a couple of their tanks coming up. We're going to come up to the south side of the big castle right here, which is nice hard cover. So intangibles, I'm trying to shoot down this building right here so that they can't get in behind. And I think I take one shot there and decide, you know what, I don't really have that much ammo, plus I can see them coming. Let's get in here and try to take a shot. We've got quite a few tanks up there. They've also invested some up here. Let's see if we can get in. Nope, I'm still not spotted, interestingly. Come back around. Let's get rid of this building here, and now we can start working on their guys that are out in the open. So I'm going to have a free shot here on this guy, and then from here I'm going to start playing pretty poorly. So I've got my one shot of damage. I haven't taken any hit points back. Let's see what I do here. That was a weird little thing where I actually got flung out by some micro lag there. Didn't intend to pull out that far. So I take a hit. Given a couple, I'm going to come around here. No, I can't quite. Oh, geez. Hit by Artie, and I hit my own player. So this is going poorly. I've lost half my hit points. Artie is really paying attention. Now I'm going to pop out here, and because I'm stunned, my reload was off. So that's a timing thing. You get used to the reload timing on your tank. Realize when you get stunned, it increases, and you'll do dumb things like get out. I'm very lucky that that T-30 had the small gun on it. So how are we doing up here? We're doing okay. We've beat a few of them. More or less even on losses. They've lost 2, lost 1. And we're still working up in this area, but I am down to 129 hit points. So I have got to be very careful if I'm going to have any kind of impact in this game. Let's see how careful I am. Nope, I'm still poking out trying to get shots. Here comes the rain. Oof. Now it's a good thing I moved back any closer and I probably would have been taken out of the game. So I lost another 50 hit points to the Artie plus the stun. Not seeing much enabling here, right? So I've been up front trying to be a damage dealer. I've done a little, but I've taken a whole bunch. And the problem with being low hit points is it reduces your options greatly. So there's no coming out and taking a hit to take down a gun. Can't do that unless you can get the first shot off, and they're a one shot. So I'm still a little bit probably over aggressive, but I'm going to come out here. I know these trees are right here, so I can get shots through here. That was nice because I didn't actually get spotted on that one. Now he's going to back up enough that he's looking over the top of the trees when I shoot him that time, plus the 907 is a little closer, and I get spotted. So I'm going to hug this rock and hope to goodness I don't get splashed. And then you'll notice that if you look back at our cap, they've had some infiltrators get through. Remember how I talked about the middle wasn't really watched? So now the heavies are not doing great. We've got infiltrators turning their turrets. And you can see that what's left of my team that came up here to fight in the southeast is running back. So discretion being the better part of valor at this point, I decided to get out of here as well. And that's one of those situations where that low hit point hurt me. I probably wouldn't want to stay against 3 mediums, but let's say it was a couple one shots or smaller mediums than the tier 9s and 8s or 10 there. I might have stayed for a little while and maybe try to keep them busy, but I can't even take a hit, so I've got to get out, not to mention the Artie. And you can see that now the team is in dire straits. So what can I do to help this team win? That was lucky, so one thing I can do is get a little lucky, but we'll take it. And I pretty much knew they were going to push hard up there, and that little flat area was going to be the most dangerous spot. So we've got to clear out this flank over here if we can. tanks are working on it. We still have our Panzer 7. So you come in here, shooting heat. I'm trying to get to that little lower area. That's going to be hard to pin anyway. And I've got to probably get off this little corner because behind me they'll see me, or if maybe the mouse sees me, I can get shot from behind. And now let's just do the enable thing. So the mouse is pretty busy. He's shooting lots of different tanks, not really looking at me. So I am going to come up here and get around behind him. Thank goodness he wasn't loaded or couldn't quite get his shot on me. And now I am just enabling the team by being around here and being annoying. I knew those buildings were there, so I'm going to hide behind these. And that's going to allow our tanks to move up on the mouse as it pushes through. I'm just going to have to try to use this little tiny building. Last thing I want to do, I'm being very careful, I don't want to hit that building and knock it down. If I do that, I'm in trouble. You see the 430 is doing some work. You will see at the end of this game, very lucky there, just shifted my tank. The 430 has a spectacular game. At this point, I'm just enabling him to try to get him in there and get some shots. So get out of the way. There's a bigger building that's much better. Oh geez, the 54 lightweight getting pushed. Missed the Leopard. Lightweight's running, good on him. Looking for opportunity. Oh, that's excellent. There you go. Enabler. I'm just this annoying guy right here, kind of keeping him busy. 430's trying to do his best to take damage off this guy. I can't quite get in there. I was hoping that that would pin. Now I've got to run around the edge of this dead mouse. Lots of cover here, so let's hide in here. It's also safer from Artie, which is another reason I move forward. Oh geez, here he comes. Ooh, I got a pin. Outstanding. He's trying to be that annoying guy. Let's see if we can get him out. There we go. Alright, so we took the mouse down. Bunch of little tanks. Basically getting him in a crossfire. Now he'd have done a lot better just to push one of us, rather than try to turtle up. So again, looking for the enabling. I'm trying to come around here. We've got two more mediums to deal with, and there's three of us. Ideally I'd have stayed up on this ramp on the left side there, because that Leopard PTA backed up. Unfortunately I was already committed this way. So we'll come around here. Oop, they got the lightweight. Got to get up here and help these guys out. See if I can get this shot. And that's right in the dirt. Okay. But it allows and helps the 430 to get in there. Perhaps that 907 panicked a little bit, took a panic shot on the 430 trying to kill him so he could deal with me. Ended up missing and the 430 got him. So now we have two Artie, and we're both, I am definitely a easy splash, and my 430 buddy is a direct hit or a very close splash away. So we're going to go after the Artie here. Again, thinking of the enabling thing. I'm not going to blitz straight at the Artie and try to take him out with my light, just relying on my speed, because I am an easy splash. I'm going to come around this backside because I can see that the 430 is working through this. Lots of cover right here. So the Artie is probably in this area right here. It may be camping right here waiting for someone to come up this ramp. That's something I'm going to have to accept. But we're coming around in a pincer. And neither one of us really, at this point, is interested in just blazing at them. So let's do this carefully. Really, that 430, that's the guy I'm trying to get the shots for. See if we can bring this back. It was looking pretty grim. Alright, there we go. So I spotted him. When I came up here, I paused for a moment. I wanted to see if I was spotted or not, rather than just blaze at him. If I wasn't spotted, I can creep forward and get a shot. Plus, as you look over there, you can see the 430 is in position to get a shot on him as well. If I was spotted, I needed to go up to that building right there. So I'm just trying to see what happened. Excellent. 430 gets a shot. I'll come around to finish this guy off. And there we go. And the other reason I stopped there, in addition to knowing I wasn't spotted because I didn't get the 6 cents off, is I wanted to make sure that that 430 actually had a shot. Last thing I wanted to do was come around there, shoot that Artie, not quite kill him. The 430 still maneuvering for a position, and then I get killed by the 53-55. You'll see that he actually fires. Lands behind me. So now we both know, alright, we got this guy. He's got a fairly long reload. We'll just come on in here. I spotted him on that corner. Or maybe he was proxy lit by the 430. He takes a shot, I take a shot, and we end up taking him out. I'll show you the stats after this. That 430 carried the game at 8,000 hit points of damage. I had I want to say 1,800 or so, which is okay, but not spectacular. The point of it, though, is be an enabler. So I went up, I made a ton of mistakes down in the southeast, got myself pretty much wrecked. But as you can see, through careful play and attempting to be a team player in there, I was able to help the team. I'm not saying I was the cause of the team win, but I was certainly able to be an enabler and help the team win by being a little more careful and helping them deal with the rest of the tanks that they had out there. I hope this helps. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, and we will see you.